All right, now it is time for that follow-up meeting. I don't want you to overthink this, so I've broken it into 3 steps. Step number 1, recap the event with your client. Ask them a bunch of questions. Better questions to get better answers, deeper questions to get deeper answers. How did it make you feel? How did it feel when you saw your audience responding to this part of the presentation? Or what did your colleagues say about this? Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, right? Get them talking emotionally about the event. And then step number 2, hand over resources, pictures, videos. We have what's called a identity shift worksheet that we do with students. We do breakout sessions where students come up with student ideas and movements. So that's when I present that to them. Look at what your kids came up with, or look at what your employees are saying, it depends on where I'm speaking, right? So hand over the resources, ask deeper questions to get deeper answers about that. Ask them how those things make them feel. Ask for their ideas and their feedback. Step number 3, collect testimonials and references. If you got a video testimony while you were there in person, I would not ask for it again. You can transcribe that if you want it written, but if you didn't, this is a great time to ask for a testimony, and it's a great time to ask for references because you just talked to them about how amazing this was. You just gave them resources. Now you have the leverage. They feel like they owe you something because you over-delivered on what they paid you for. And so now you're like, if you know anybody else that would benefit from this program, could you send them this email template? And this is where you're going to send that to them. Just while you're on the call, go ahead and send them an email template that they can just copy and paste and change just a little bit to send to references on your behalf and CC you in those emails, which is what the next video is going to be about. I am going to link down below in that video the reference template that we use, and I'm going to go over how important it is that you get references. And there's a certain way to get references where it's not just an email sent out into the ether. It's actually CC'd and you're in it and you're a part of it, and you can continue a conversation through that email thread with your current client that's happy, that's singing your praises on your behalf. So with that being said, I'll see you in the next video. On this meeting, the last thing that I'll say to close it is you could, if you have another idea of what you could do further with this client to take this thing to the next level, like I talk about in another video on this course, is that we have steps to our program. So there is going to be another program in the future if they're going to continue to work with us. So you could always, at the end of pretty much every meeting, throw a tentative date out for the next meeting to talk about the next engagement. All right, I'll see you on the next video.